Hey there, I'm Jill Allen, and this is Find Your Fierce, the show designed to help you discover your inner strength and unlock an unstoppable mindset that will completely transform how you show up every day. Each week, I will share methods and strategies to inspire you to step into your greatness and live life with purpose. Join me on this journey to becoming fit, fierce, and unstoppable. Hey there, welcome back to Find Your Fierce, the podcast that's all about showing up with purpose, surrounding ourselves with women who lift us higher, and learning how to fuel our fire from the inside out. I'm your host, Jill Allen, certified strength and conditioning specialist, fitness and mindset coach, and the gal who believes you can thrive without burning yourself out. And I tell you what, this episode, it's continuing our special series, Fuel Her Fire, where we have been diving deep into mindset and grit and the kind of inner drive that keeps you going when no one's clapping. And today, I am so super excited. I'm beyond excited because my daughter Harper is back with us. She's joining us. It's been a few years, and she is absolutely incredible. And if you have not had the blessing to meet her, she's a senior. She does all the things: cross country, basketball, track. She's very serious, very driven, and she's truly funny when you get to know her. And I just love her to the moon and back, and she teaches me something new every single day. And she's stepping into this conversation. I'm really excited to have this chat with her. We're going to talk about discipline and leadership and showing up in a world full of distractions. And we're going to talk about what fuels her fire and how she handles pressure and the lessons she's learning about identity and balance and purpose. Lessons that I know that every woman, every mom or leader can relate to. So grab your coffee, your brew, your rush, settle in, and get ready to be inspired. I'm fired up. I hope you are as well. Welcome, Harper. Good. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm so glad that you're back with us. I mean, it's been a few years. I think you were a freshman. I know. I know, I am too. I'm just thrilled. There has been a lot that's happened since you were what, 15? You're 18 now. I mean, catch the listeners up to speed a little bit about you here these last few years. Well, you go to school. Yeah. You have a cushy schedule. It's good. Yeah. And like, yeah. I tell you, is it going fast? I know, because it's really going fast for me. It's going fast for you, but it's really, really going fast for me. What was it like? I mean, your cross country season. I mean, last year when you guys were junior, your entire team. I mean, you guys went undefeated. You ended up going on. You were district champs, regional champs, and then you were the state champs. Okay, and I think the best part is like the fact that you were with your sister, and she was a part of this the whole entire time. And I know you had high expectations, and you just finished up your senior year. Tell us a little bit about that. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, you were so, I mean, you are, not were, you are so close with your coaches. And I just love that connection that you have with them. I know they've made a huge impact in your life. And you are like tomorrow. I mean, you want to share? I mean, because it's coming to an end, but you're also stepping into a new chapter and it's pretty exciting. I mean, what's going on tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was such a perfect fit. I mean, I mean, I remember when we went to your visit. I mean, I don't think we could have had a better weekend. It was like 70 and sunny. Because I'm thinking, what is there to do in Indiana? Like, I was kind of worried about that. But you had a really good feel for your coach and you were excited. And I just remember walking on that campus. I mean, for me, okay, as if I'm like going there, but like for me, they had flowers on campus and it was gorgeous. And you were running through, and it was just like this little tiny college town. I guess not too tiny. What? It has like 60, 70,000. people. I everything I do is the 6 to 7 now anymore, but 60, 70,000 people. And it was like this college town and it was gorgeous. And I saw your face and you like I knew it was a perfect fit for you, but tell us a little about your experience there and how you knew that was the place because at the end of the day, it was your decision. Hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, and it doesn't hurt when your coach is all about numbers, numbers guy, and you kind of like numbers and mapping things out. That's awesome. I mean, from all that, I mean, you're going to be a, D1 collegiate athlete and competing in the Big Ten. You've chosen a pretty intense path. I look at you, I admire you. And like I said before, you teach me something every single day, and we couldn't be more proud. But your training and your competing and your schoolwork and just staying disciplined. For a lot of women listening, I mean, the details look different, but that drive is the same. And so what's fueling you? What keeps you going? Because that intense path, that path is hard. And so what keeps you going when no one's clapping and it just is a hard day? What, the push, like the push or the drive or hmm I mean, I think there are a lot of people out there that are very like they're highly driven, but sometimes it just gets life gets kind of in the way. There's days that where, maybe you're not feeling it and the motivation is low. Um, what do you go to when that tension is there, pushing through when your head's not just in it? Are you a list maker? Hmm. Yeah. Well, what happens when you don't hit that check mark? You just carry it on for the next day. And that's funny. I walked through your bedroom the other day and I saw your goal list and dream list and your in the whole purpose of the 2025-2026 basketball season, and it's taped to your dresser, your mirror, and it's in purple ink. You got to love it, right? You got the kid in you still. And then on the back of your door, you had your 4 years of your cross country goals. And after every single race, I mean, it's there. You have it. There's something to say about that when you place your goals and your vision, in front of you where you see it every single day, because you can have all those dreams, but what what is it going to take day in and day out? So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What about pressure? I mean, I know it hits all of us, right? Not just from the outside, but I know, ladies, we all have that little internal voice, that says maybe you're not doing enough or, you're not cut out for this or I'm not, you don't have time or you're too busy or, you know, um, you need to work on yourself. You're not worthy. I mean, how do you handle that kind of pressure, that little doubt when that voice gets in your head? Um, how do you handle that pressure? What do you say to yourself? Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that voice of what we pay attention to and what we feed is the one that's going to grow. I think we always have that little inner voice that tries to the lies and the doubt, and then you have the other little, on the other side of all the things that you are capable of and all the, the gifts that God has given you. And so I think it's what you feed is what's definitely going to grow and then uh, impact your life. Tell us something that, something hard that you've done recently, okay, that maybe no one saw. You know, we talk about those daily habits. You have your goals, you have your vision, you have your dreams, and it's coming down to what you do daily. And I know we talked a little bit last night at your tip-off dinner about those sandwich moments and the in-between moments when nobody is around, no one sees you, you know, mom and dad aren't over you, your teacher, your coach. Isn't telling you what to do, making sure that you do it. But what's something that has been hard that you've done and no one saw, but you know that's mattered? Because those quiet wins, when no one claps for you, I mean, they are deeply significant. Okay, we got to have those moments too. Am I putting you on the spot? Yeah, even with your mind. Yeah. I tell you, are you like me? I don't think I've ever asked you this. You know, I get like the most creative, have the most vision, have the most like fire through movement. So like if I run or if I'm on a bike or, you know, out for a hike, you know, and you have that alone time, that quiet time, just you, your mind, your heart, the Lord, like all of that. It comes in and you come back and you're ready to whip the world. It's amazing. Are you like that? You feel like a beast when you go do something like that. It's amazing what happens when you move your body, whether it's a 10-minute walk or a 20-minute lift or I don't know. There's just so much power in that. I had a feeling you were like that because I know you were downstairs and you lift. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about discipline versus distraction. I know we kind of touched base on a little bit of that, but you've chosen a narrow path. I mean, you've chosen a path that is going to require discipline over comfort or ease. And I know that, again, a lot of women here, guys, you don't have to be a teen to relate to all of this, okay? I wish I knew this stuff, you know, when I was 18, but that's something that we wrestle with at some point. So how do you encourage, you know, someone who's listening, who's trying to stay faithful to her calling, even when the easy route is right there? Yeah. Well, it is hard. I mean, the narrow path, whether it comes down to your fitness or your health or your career or walking with the Lord, I mean, the narrow path, there's a reason why it's a narrow path and not many people follow it because the discipline that it takes to do that versus walking that broad path where it seems like the majority go. I mean, I know it's tough and we have to say no to some things. And it's hard when we're in this instant gratification world where we want to do what we want to do in that given moment, but yet that's not what we're being called to do. Okay. And that's the part that's hard. And I know you've said no to a lot of things that maybe most teens wouldn't think twice about. And so I just think, you know, whether if someone's building a business or raising a family or and a life with intentional purpose, I mean, how do you keep your why in front of you when that no gets exhausting? I know you've mentioned that you put it, you know, post-its and you have it right in front of you, but how do you keep that why when you're tired of saying no? Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty bold to say that. I mean, and I I uh I love it because I think we need more of that. It's not just knowing God, but actually having that relationship with Him. And there's a big difference on it because we want to hop on what we want to do sometimes, and God's telling you a different way. And the thing of it is, we have to be obedient to that. You're exactly right. He tells us. It's just sometimes that we don't always listen. Because I know it's easy to follow the crowd. I mean, let's be real, you're 18. I mean, it is so easy to follow the crowd. It's easy to follow the crowd when you're 45 and 50 and 60, but you know, because I just know that that temptation doesn't stop in adulthood. And so when everybody around you, okay, seems to be choosing comfort over convenience. I know we've had these conversations within our family because I get on you guys about Snapchat and TikTok and all the reels and how many hours we spend on the phone. How do you stay focused when maybe, well, you see others just leading more of a comfort-led life? Yeah. I mean, do you ever feel like you're missing out? Mhm. Yeah. Geesh, I know. I just know that sometimes I know I've been in a season where like, oh, I do feel like I'm missing out, like, on things. Again, when it's all over social media, people are taking trips and, comparison mode gets in the way. I think there's just a level of maturity I think that we all have to kind of, walk through. Again, focusing on the calling that God has on your life and where He wants to lead you with that. Hardest part is, again, being obedient and staying true to that. Um, so what helps you, like personally, like what do you do even when it's lonely or things get unnoticed? Because I tell you what, I've watched you and your sisters. I mean, we're taking wits walks on Saturday nights. And I seriously, we hang out together and and I know that that doesn't seem normal to people. You guys are teenagers and this and that. Like Saturday night we went to Top Golf, you know, and I'm like, "Oh, isn't this fun?" And you made a comment. You were like, "Yeah, Saturday night we're hanging out with mom and dad at Top Golf." Um, but I don't know. I mean, that I think that I sometimes do worry about you sometimes, as to whether or not are you missing out? Are you leading I know in my heart that you are on the right path, but I mean, I know it has to get lonely sometimes and, and walking that, because again, it, that's life. That's part of our heart and life, and it's pulling us every single day. So what helps you keep walking that narrow road? I enjoy it too, because I tell you what, I don't know what I'm going to do without you when you go. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You definitely are a blessing. I mentioned something about comparison. That's easy for us to get caught up in. Um, there's so many young adults and adults that are in constant comparison mode. And I know that you're growing up in it. I mean, the social media is rampant. I mean, every time I see a kid their head is down and they're on your phone. And here I am trying to nag you guys all the time is like, put your phone down, put your phone down. How do you stay grounded in your identity? Especially in a culture that measures worth by appearance, achievement. I mean, think about the Instagram reels that come across our feed and what draws our attention. I mean, so how do you stay focused on like on your identity? What's above your door, like your bedroom door, like that sign? Yeah. Mm, yeah. To fit the mold. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know. Um, what about like falling short and grace? Because I know like I mean just think back, a couple weeks. You walked in the house after your state cross country meet, high expectations, and I don't know. I can think on probably, well, four fingers, 4 days, four races that I could tell that it just wasn't Harper out there running in all the years that you've raced. I'm going to be like you came across mile 2, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could tell in your eyes. I know, but you came home, and we love watching you compete. Okay, your coaches have you trained to the best ability, and they have you ready. And I know you crossed that finish line and you had goosebumps. You were cold. You could just tell, but you walked in that door and you were so, and you felt like you fell short. And then you were talking about a redemption race, like all the things. I mean, you do realize, like, you're human, that we all are human. Um, how did you move past that? Because let me tell you guys this. I'm dead serious. She came in on Saturday night and she held it together. Can you say that you held it together? You know, and the thing of it is, even on a bad day, you still excelled, and that's the mind-blowing part of it. You had that because you have those high expectations. But I remember you walking in the door and you sat down and you looked at me and you just said, "I am so mad." I'll never forget it. And I'm like, "It's okay. Like it truly is okay. It's a race, and that one race, that one moment is not going to define you." So the very next day, guys, okay, the next morning. She was up telling me, what were you telling me about the times for indoor? Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, the things I learned from you that weekend, oh my gosh. I'm not kidding. She's giving me a big, huge smile right now. You can't see it because we're on the video. She's like, yeah, you know. No, I have never seen I mean, I could get tear. I mean, it makes me very emotional because you watch this girl, compete and fight, and we knew her goals, and uh, and I just knew that we weren't upset with her, but I knew that she would be upset, and give herself a hard time. But when she woke up that next morning and she was already on mile split and she was checking out the times that she would need to compete at again at a high level come track season, I knew that, I mean, she bounced back faster than anything. And I think that there's so much to learn in that. We cannot stay down and we cannot waller and we can't have a pity party and take us out of the game after one day. I'm just proud of you. Seriously. I mean, yeah, I'm just really proud of you. I mean, you're so mentally tough. So, okay, but because you're mentally tough, let's go off that. You're mentally tough, but how is it that you're kind to yourself? Okay, you can't beat yourself up over it, right? Something that women in leadership and motherhood, I mean, in ministry, I mean, we are all go through that stuff. Like, okay, you got to be mentally tough, but then are we being kind to ourselves and loving ourselves and giving ourselves some grace? Walk us through that. I mean, I know you bounced back, but what did you tell yourself after you said, I'm so mad? hmm hmm You win some, you lose some. I mean, don't you think that's part of life? I don't know. There's so much character building when it comes to sports, and I've watched you develop into such an amazing leader. I don't know if you know it, but you're leading already, not because somebody has given you a title or anything like that. I just see it in how you show up. Um, you know, what's helped you really take on that kind of leadership role in your teams? And I say in your team, like track team and cross country, basketball, um, at school. What's helped you, step into that role? Mm. That's the best thing I think I've ever heard you say. It comes down, I'm serious. It comes down to in the relationships. I'm leading a team here now in our business and everything like that. And I just keep stressing like the best leaders are the ones that can develop relationships. And I think you're doing it. I know younger girls are watching you big time. Last night at the basketball tip-off dinner, or biddy night, where biddy night comes in, and they're just watching you. You've set the bar high, you and your team. And whether you want it or not, I mean, they're watching you. And so, what do you hope that people see in the way that you live? How do you define leadership? I mean, because we can look at it in so many different ways. I mean, what does leadership look like? I mean, are you vocal or like, are you loud or, yeah. Well, you're doing it, and I don't even know on some days that you even realize what you're doing. But it's how you show up and how you always keep going and how you treat people. I tell you what, I don't know an older sister that would treat their younger sister the way that you do. You guys are seriously best friends. And to watch you be on the same team for the past 2 years, it has been such a blessing to watch you connect and lead and be a true friend, even if you weren't sisters. How do you want people to feel um, after they've been around you? Mhm. Yeah. I think I read in one of my leadership books last week, and it said, it was like, I don't know, day, whatever. And it said, get to know your mailman's name. Like, make people feel important. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know my mailman's name. So I'm going to make it a mission because, again, it comes back to the people and the relationships and the connection and the people that you surround yourself every day or that you see. And so, anyway, that's my mission. I forgot to tell you that. We have to find out our mailman's name. Because it's the little things like that when we get to know people's names, and I'll be honest, uh I know faces. I can remember faces, but to actually put a name to that face, I need to do better on that. I need to work a little bit better on that and remember because it does. It makes people feel important and that they are known and seen. Um, okay, so you're stretched thin. I know a lot of women here that are listening, they're juggling so much, the career, the kids, the spouse, the relationships, and sometimes we feel stretched thin. And I know with everything that you're doing, I know that you carry a lot. Okay, so what has helped you balance that out when you're feeling thin? Oh, well, okay. Well, we're just having a conversation. This is a safe space. There's no judgment here. The ladies are gonna love you. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, calm. Yeah, calm down. They make things for that. You do know that. Like they make like the squishy things. Nope, it's not this. It's the eraser. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, people, you know, what do you call it? Like shake their leg, when they're sitting there, or however they calm yourself. Some people breathe, right? They do breath work. Oh, that's funny. Huh. I know. I've seen you for the last couple years carrying around a pencil. I know. Ah, that's awesome. Um, so have you ever felt emotionally, spiritually, not just physically tired? I mean, I know physically you get tired. I mean, you run 50 million miles a week, but do you ever feel like, you know, tired? And if so, I mean, what fills you up again? Well, I tell you, you definitely take ownership in a lot of things that you do. You don't make excuses. You kind of come across as like a no excuse, no blame game kind of gal. I love that. I wish more people were like that, where they, take that personal responsibility to reflect and just really up level their life. And so, what keeps you accountable when no one's watching? Yeah. Well, it does. Yeah, he definitely holds us to a high standard. Hmm. Yeah, all the time. So what's an excuse though? I mean, I know you're a no excuse kind of gal, but what's an excuse that maybe you had to let go of in order to become better? I mean, have you ever had an excuse? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm, that's awesome. Um, what's something that um I don't even like to use the word failure because I know we fall short, but we do. We fall short. We're human. And we definitely fall short if our standard is God's standard. I mean, I think we're going to fall short every single day. So what has that taught you? Hmm. Yeah, we can learn so much from that. Yeah. You know, I just have a couple more questions. I mean, I think I could talk to you all day. I know we do that. We talk all day anyway, because you get out of school at 10, but so many high achieving women, they tie their worth to what they do. Okay. And I've been guilty of that. I mean, chalk it up. I always partnered that my worth up to my, accomplishments or what I did, do. There's been a lot of growth here in the last 10 years of my life, and we lose ourselves in the process. So how are you at 18 learning to root your identity in something deeper than performance? Mm. Yeah, that you're not good enough or that, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, you are definitely more than an athlete. You're more than you're my Harper Lynn. I know. Oh, I love it. Um, are you a perfectionist by any chance? Yeah. Well, it kind of goes back to that. I know that creeps in. That's natural, but going back again to who you really are, um, speaks volumes. It's awesome. So I know you're just like getting started in life. You really are. You're ending, you're wrapping up your senior year. You're stepping into a new chapter at Indiana. And I know that you are already thinking about the kind of woman that you want to become. I mean, what does that look like right now? Hmm. I don't think you do have to have it planned out. He has the plan, and as long as you're again taking his steps, whatever he's leading you to do, and grow into. I think that's the most important part. And so uh, let's uh, let's do some rapid fire. You ready for that? Okay, this is like right off the cut. Like you just have, okay, it's just real fast. Okay, here I go. So, what's your favorite quote or mantra right now? Ah, no, write down. What's the weight one? Win the weight. Win the weight. Oh, yeah. I love it. No letdown. Win the weight. What's one habit that has changed your life? I thought you were going to say waking up and make your bed. Yeah, that's awesome. One thing that that's a non-negotiable in your life. Do you journal? Yeah. Well, I mean, I know you're that list maker. You jot everything down, write everything down, have everything in front of you. I think journaling is so important. Um, it gets it out of the headspace and out something. Okay, something you've learned from failure. Move on, move on. Yep, move on. Learn and move on. Oh, I love it. And not that you're old, but what would you tell your younger self? What would you tell yourself, if you were just now stepping into high school? That might be your mantra too. I've heard you say that a lot. Yeah. Oh, it is. It is going to work out. I'm just so glad that you're here. Seriously. I know. You're so you impact a lot of people, whether you know it or not. Yeah, you've got a lot of things going for you, and you're definitely raising the bar and living a life that you should be proud of. And I know we are, and the calling on your life, I know is absolutely huge. And I think there's so many women here that need to hear those words being spoken over them, um, to not just waste the time that we've been given. So I'm just so glad you're here. So thank you. Oh. Guys, wow. I tell you what, if you've been listening right now and thinking something has to change, okay, whether it's your health or your finances, your habits, or even your mindset, and you've been inspired by what Harper has shared, with you and her heart, guys, I just want you to know you can take that first step today. I have partnered with some of the best in the wellness and when it comes to personal growth, and these tools, guys, have truly been life-changing for me. So whether it's like the products that support your health or a community that lifts you up, there's something here that can help you show up stronger with fire, yet even more grounded than ever, okay? So if you're looking to build or grow or lead in a community that values connection and purpose and helping others while creating meaningful opportunities while earning extra income for your family, guys, please reach out to me. Let's talk about how to make your why bigger than your excuses. And don't forget to join our free Fit and Fierce Sisterhood, where you're going to find workouts, tools, coaching, and a group of women chasing purpose and balance together. Come hang out with me on Instagram at fit_and fierce and tell me how you are showing up for your goals. Until next time, be fit, be fierce, be unstoppable. See ya.